So joining us now from Washington is, from our Washington bureau, rather, Slate chief political correspondent Jamelle Bouie. Thanks for joining us, Jamelle.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So we just heard Chris Christie's take on which way he thinks Biden is leaning. What's your take, and what do you think he's going to do? Why do you think he's waiting so long?
Yeah, my take is actually probably a little unusual. It's not that he isn't running. I think that Biden, in a sense, is running. He's obviously talking to staffers, talking to fundraisers. He's obviously putting out signals that he's interested in the race. But I don't think he's going to officially declare a candidacy. I think what he's essentially doing is announcing the fact that he is a viable placeholder or a viable alternative in case something happens with Hillary Clinton. So I kind of expect this to go on for a while. This sort of open vacillating, this talking like a candidate but not quite jumping in the race officially as a candidate. And I expect it to only die down once it becomes very clear that Clinton is going nowhere.
You know, Jamelle, though, I wonder if the vice president continues to do this without declaring his candidacy, could that just create problems, headaches for the Clinton campaign? And by that, I mean the Democratic Party, because right now a lot of people are looking at the GOP and they perhaps see that there's some turmoil there. So far, the Democratic Party has appeared to be more or less unified. Could that create some problems for the party?
I think it's probably certainly annoying that Biden is doing this, but I'm not sure that it creates problems for the party. If you look at all of the polls that involve Biden, that show, Clinton, Sanders, Biden, and the other candidates, one thing that's clear is that even with Biden there, Clinton is often pulling, a plurality of the Democratic vote, occasionally a majority. And I think what it signals is that Clinton really is quite strong. And so I'm not sure. I mean, the sort of funny and counterintuitive thing is that Biden's position as a potential presidential candidate has only highlighted the extent to which Clinton is quite a durable and strong presidential candidate.
Yeah, speaking of that, she certainly received a bit of a bounce in the polls after the Democratic debate, but now she's going to have to testify again about Benghazi. Do you think that that is going to have a negative impact on her standing in the polls?
I think it depends on how the testimony goes, right? Clinton's, I think, core problem is that she's perceived as untrustworthy and evasive. If she appears that way at the Benghazi hearing, then I have no doubt that it will harm her numbers, both with Democrats and with the broader public. But if she performs well, and there's at this point no reason to think that she won't, I think that at the very least it may neutralize some concerns. Maybe it won't give her a bump or a boost, but people feel more comfortable about having Clinton at the head of the ticket.
I'm sure, Jamelle, I wonder what your sources are saying, but I'm sure that the Biden camp is going to be closely watching the testimony that the secretary delivers on the Hill and then test those political wins in the aftermath.
That's absolutely right. The Biden camp will be watching for what happens with Clinton. And like I just said, if she doesn't do well, then I think it leans closer towards Biden officially declaring candidacy. But if she performs just fine, I think that's another reason for Biden not to declare officially, and maybe for him to just say, I'm not running.
Jamelle Bouie from Slate. Thanks so much, Jamelle.
Thank you for having me, Vlad.